All right. I want to welcome in every person, place, or thing in existence. And the energy for the day is, of course, none other than mastering our Mondays. And also, today's date is the number 10. We know that there's really no such thing as a number 10. 9 is the highest that you can go. So, really, you're working with a number 1. You're working with a sign and a symbol and a number. 1 plus 0 is what? Right. So you're the one. This was the message in the movie called The Matrix. Remember Neo? If you rearrange the letters of the word Neo, you'll get 1. And whom Morpheus was seeking to what? Enlighten. Right? I looked up the divine number of the number 1. Guess what it led me to? Esoteric study of the divine number 1. Esoteric study of the divine number 1. Esoteric study of the divine number 1. Esoteric study of the esoteric study of the divine number 1. I don't want to talk. This is phenomenal how it does this. It did it earlier. Esoteric study of the divine number 1. right? So it made mention of the soul's journey through the universe, right? So here's the here's the thing here. Here's the concept that I'm getting at. In the world of esoteric numerology, every number reveals a hidden meaning about our lives and personal relationships. These numbers are the language of the universe. They show us the orderly progression of the solar system and guide human beings and all creation, for that matter, all beings in it says here understanding what we're going to do with that understanding thing, and we also want to understand the deeper truths of existence in ourselves. See? So you got to understand how this thing worked today. I mean, well, let's say in our life, when we using mathematics such as dates and time, you should be a great mathematician by the time you're at least 13 or what, 23? Why? Because you deal with numbers all day. No matter what you do, you're dealing in numbers. Let's understand that. If I go to the barber shop, I'm going to want a 1.5 against the grain. If I was going to go buy shoes, I need a certain number. You know what I'm talking about? It's mathematics. Supreme mathematics is what exalts me. See, this is such a thing as mathematics, but then there's the supreme mathematics, right? I would like to present to our hearts and to our souls what should stand over all schools of thoughts as a kind of engraving, all right? And that we really identify with what emerges from the life of your spirit onto your soul's air and your soul's understanding, and you alone. Now, remember, we're dealing with the number 10 today, which is actually the number one, because there's no such thing as 10. 9 is the highest you could go. After that, you're starting all over again. You're just going into more digits, right? But you're still going to be dealing with 1 to 9. Check? So you have to understand that this is a journey that you are here on to save yourself. All right? Are you being self today? These are some of the things you got to ask yourself. Am I being myself today? Or am I being what Kendrick Lamar yesterday was doing? And when I'm really talking about not just so much moving and dance, okay, yeah, you could do that. But I'm talking about more so, am I thinking like this? A lot of people are unaware of the spell that was cast on them. So they are in no uh, 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 shape to be understanding who's in control of things. With the brain, their mind is juiced up. If anything was seen at best, and I doubt they seen that, because I didn't hear nobody make a statement of it yet. But in formation in the dance, they showed you the American flag. But that's just the deepest of the esoteric decoding I'm gonna get with what took place yesterday. My part is who's in control? Me or some other entity? It's all about self. You see? There's always that question. Am I doing me? Or is the world doing me? Those are questions you got to check in with yourself from time to time. Because you can easily get caught up. You need, next thing you know, we need a breast implant because the woman, the woman to the world is now stepped up with big breasts and it draws the attention of the men. And now I feel as though that's something I want to be, something I want. Is it you who really is seeking and looking for this attention? Hmm? So to do this, let us look at some words, right? Whereas we're on earthly ground. You hear? Where on earthly ground, color on color, life is manifest in creation. Where from earthly matter, form on form. And when I'm saying where, we're saying WHERE. Check. The lifeless is given shape where sentinel beings, strong in will, warm themselves in joy of existence. Where you, O man in mankind, your bodily being derived from earth and air and light. There, your true being enters deep, night enveloped, cold darkness, where you ask in the dark, sweeping expanse no longer who are, I'm sorry, who you are and where and will be. For your own being in the day grows dimly to the soul's night, to spirit darkness, right? And you turn with against of soul toward the light that form darkness streams. I repeat it, where on earthly ground, color on color. All right. Life is manifest in creation. So these words should ignite in something in you to see how it is the world that is a beautiful and glorious and sublime and an endless glow of revelation. And all that lives in leaf and blossom flows to our eyes with color on color from the visible universe. It is meant to remind us how the divine is manifested in what is lifeless and earthly matter. All right. So, having said that, I want to move on into a reading from Louise Hay from a book titled Trust Life. All right. And that's going to be it. We're going to close up. We ain't come to be long. I ain't come to be long with it today. We just want to drop a jewel. Make sure some jewels is being dropped. It's Mastering Mondays. Mastering your Monday. All right. So since we're working with the number one, and who's number one? You are. Say it to yourself. I'm the number one. I'm my number one star player. It's like if you got a team out here, y'all. You got your starters, then you got those who's on the bench, then you might got your deep bench backup in case somebody get hurt or what have you. But you on the starting lineup, point guard. I need you out there running things. That's what point guards do. Point, set up, dictate, and direct. You see? Now, we're going to get into it because, two, you have a life path number, okay? You have a life journey number, right? In fact, let me see something real quick. All right, let me go to page 7 real quick. We're going to go to page 7 in this book, Schools of the Esoteric Teaching. What page was that? Page 7. So, the first principle, which is the scope of theosophy, okay, is the universe as a whole, right? It is concerned with the whole and the wholeness of being and with the place which humanity occupies within the cosmic scheme. This is why Nikola Tesla spoke of the 3, 6, and 9. And once you crack that code, you'll have a thorough insight, understanding people of the entire scheme of this thing and how in your relation to it. I repeatedly always say, you can't spell universe without no you. You need you to develop the verse. You see? You in your first eye, God, versing, like the symbol of the DNA or strand when they show you an image. That's verse. Or two people dialoguing together. We're conversing. You see? So, from inconceivable vast to the unimaginably tiny, the universe demonstrates an amazing and awe-inspiring order. See? There's an order and an explanation to everything. Even if I don't understand it, yes. Even if you do not understand it, there is an explanation. If you don't know who created the pyramids, somebody do. You just not on that level yet. You're not vibrating to that degree. You see? If you don't know who controls Earth, the wind, the fire, the hail, the snow, the sleet, and earthquakes, it doesn't mean that there's not a logical, rational explanation as to what makes this occur. It's just that I don't vibrate to the degree of that comprehension. You see, there's many mansions in the Father's house. You have to become noble enough to rise up into, and the only way is it's not done by performance out in the world. A lot of people like to think, oh, I'm not doing enough for the world, I'm not doing enough for people, so let me go out and buy them gifts, let me do this, let me give charity, let me donate, that you helping Satan. God don't dwell out here, God dwells within. Did you forget? Oh, how we forgot. People, the kingdom of heaven is within. So that means God is home. Go home. Go home where, Nate? Where's home? Within you. You need to be sure that you are spending time to hear yourself think and respond. That it means coming in sometimes, turn on no television, turn on no radio, put phone on do not disturb, kick everybody out, and just listen to yourself. Talk back to yourself. You scared of yourself? Don't tell me you scared of yourself. Nah, you're not you. You too tough. You beat me down. You beat everybody down. I know y'all could fight. I know you. So don't tell me you scared of yourself. What is it? Huh? You don't believe in yourself. You have not been told about self. You've been told about everything and everybody else. That's why the people destroy for lack of knowledge. Structure is within structure, wheels within wheels, right? From the inconceivably vast to the unimaginably tiny, the universe demonstrates an amazing and an awe-inspiring order. So the beginning and end of theosophical philosophy is the inscrutable mystery which has been called Parabrahm in the Indian philosophy. Beyond qualifications and limiting attributes, it is called the unknown deity because it is unthinkable and unspeakable, right? But we're going to re-evolve. You become greater. Remember, all truths are but half truths, and no truth remains and stays the same. Why? Because you can change it. Is it true that you smoke cigarettes? No. Is it true that you used to smoke cigarettes? Yeah. What will happen if you picked up and started smoking cigarettes? I'm talking about like 10 years later apart. I'm just making an example. You got to change your truth now. 20 years from now, if you picked up that cigarette, you changed the truth of what you just told me that you don't smoke. So you see, words, concepts, and that's why I don't even understand why you just let things in the world get to you when I'm telling you it really doesn't matter. It disappeared and it doesn't exist in the next second. Because just like a telephone booth and a pager, those things used to exist, but it don't no more. And so should this philosophy, religions, facts, truths. 400 years from now, it will not be a fact that Donald Trump is the president. In fact, they may cut it short, right? Do what they done umpteen time and start all over. It's called a New World Order or reset. Whereas these beings now is starting from that point on. You see what I'm saying? In other words, your information and things you do today would be like what Imhotep and Isis and them was doing in Egypt. And guess what? Y'all got the story all twisted and backwards and wrong. They just said, you know the theory, send the story around the circle, and by the time it get back to the teacher, it's none what she said. So you want to think that you getting correct information over what? 10,000, 100,000 years ago? Huh? Come on, people. You can't even get the story right about what happened just the other day on Common Avenue. Stop playing. So we need not really be like thinking like your plaques and your ribbons and your trophies and something means something. Because one day when that body drop, that's gonna have to go in the trash. I don't want it. What the fuck? What I'm gonna do with it? You go on. That's not what we're gonna do with that stuff. You want to pile it up? No. Only thing lives on is the memories of you in the hearts of creation. That's what determines, and judges are giving you that's like creation is your if you was in court, you know what I mean, and you want to stand, or the jury, they're gonna bear witness what you've been doing. The plants, the bees, flowers, everything. You see? I hope you see. It ain't like a plant gonna come up and start talking. You gotta understand it don't work like that. But it does resonate with photons, frequencies, and vibrations. Oh yeah. So Louise Hayes states in her book Trust Life that I love my family members just as they are. Children are not the parents' possessions. They are blessings from the universe. They are individual bright spirits, old spiritual souls coming to have another human experience. They have chosen their parents for the lessons and challenges they will be given. See? They are here to teach us many things if we are open to learn from them. Meaning, no more are you to be seen and not heard. In fact, I would like to hear you before you come in. At least not say, peace, God. That will start the situation off very vibrant. Oh, no matter what I'm doing. Peace, God. Goddess, how can I help you today? How can I help you? Not, what do you want? Go sit down. Not now. Close your mouth. Remember, we're brand new beings. And brand new beings do brand new things. Check. Remember the group Brand Nubian? Yeah. Y'all ain't understand that, did you? You thought it was just a continent, and it is. But I swear God always comes with levels to our shit. Just so that comprehend, like you do in these schools. No. When I come give that manna, that milk and honey, everybody getting fed. Whether you 12 months old or 1,200 years old. See? You're going to enjoy. But that's what it's about. You see? So, again, your grandchildren, your seed, and everybody else out there younger than you in this universe. Right? They are here to teach us many things. They are challenging, for they often have different ways of looking at life. Parents frequently insist on teaching them old, outdated ideas that the children instinctively now know are not right for them. Okay, yeah, it's right for you. Okay, Merry Christmas. Here go gift. But you know, it's no Santa Claus coming down the tree, though. Mom, I'm giving this to you because I just worked hard. I was Ubering 33 hours a day. You know what I'm talking about? This did not come from some mystery God. Here, Pop, this is from me. And they're going to respect that. No matter what they believe. Let them relieve people with the development of stages in which they wish to remain. If an individual wants no growth and development within themselves or anything other in life, it is not incompetent for you to beat it upon them. You're only harming them and yourself, actually, when you think you're doing good. No, trust me, I learned the lesson. So parents frequently insist on teaching them old, outdated ideas that the children instinctively know that are not right for them. It is the parents' duty to provide a safe, nourishing space for this soul to develop in its current personality to the fullest. That's it. Which I'm grateful and can thank my parents for. They provided the roof. I did not listen to them. That's why I caught the most ass whippings, right? With the trees stomping and the lead pipe and the stop signs and the stop poles. Remember, y'all got don't laugh. You get beat with that stuff too. My parents, they was crazy. I guess I was a beast. You don't do nothing like that to a little puppy so don't say, oh, that's a shame. He was abused. No, I was not abused. Trust me. That I needed that. Remember, she said, what she say here? They have chosen their parents for the lessons and challenges that they're going to need for me to be the great individual that the Almighty God I'm presenting to y'all today. I ain't bring no mystery deity or savior today. No, I'm here itself. My God, showing and proving in the flesh, huh? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made what? Oh, I see you've been reading your Bibles. So, parents' job is to clothe, shelter, clothe, Well, let's say feed, what? That's it. Shelter, clothe, and feed. Don't educate. No. Somebody said educate them. That what did we just say? You weren't even listening. You let them be. Provide with them for what you see that they need. See, in other cultures, y'all gotta understand, they don't, some people hope that the child grow up and be something. And then you got those who will actually set up for it. And this is mainly the black folks, they hope their child grew up to be somebody in life. Because they know subconsciously that they face the same role and type of energy that they face. Now, your white folks, they're more the people there set the child and tell them this, oh, this is what you're going to be. You're going to be a football. Here, watch Peyton Manning tapes all day. You're going to this, that, the other. And sometimes not even knowing or even asking, is this what they want to do? Some cultures, right, which is the proper way, and even in naming, you can't name that person. Why can't you let the child be born? Sit back and be observed and watch what it is. It may be a scientist. It may be a doctor. It may be a lawyer. It may be a construction worker. You have to watch them. And then as you see, as you set the clothes, goddamn, what now she got clothes on. She's a model. She probably like to make clothes and stuff. You want to keep that type of music. They will show you who and what they are. And then you ask them as you start to after mama and dada, you say, what's your name? Who are you? Now that might scare some of y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't cap you up in no bottles. You ask your child that you had who it is, and they talk about, I've been through it. Remember, we all had. You go to school, and the teacher asks you what you want to be when you grow up. Some of y'all felt like that was invading your personal property, but then you really found out, like, oh, okay, maybe this person want to help me to be a firefighter, a truck driver, and most of you people, what? We have gotten old, and only about, I say, and I'm gonna be optimistic, 33% of y'all is actually doing what you told your kindergarten teacher that you wanted to do over 100 years ago. So you see, that's a resentment right there that started off because that's a failed achievement that haunted you out there, and you never psychologically, socially, ever even really dealt with that. Let alone all the other bullshit that piled up throughout the 100 years. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand the science here. You have to go home. You the number one star player, right? It states she goes on right here that if we only could realize that each child who comes to this planet is a healer and could do wonders, things. Yeah, your child. Ain't that something? Yeah. No wonder Wu-Tang is for the babies. Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, y'all. And the Black Panthers. That's another organization who remind me they were for the babies. Fred Hampton and Huey Newton, they made sure niggas was eating breakfast in the morning. If mom didn't have it, they went down to the center. So we got to realize that all these little niggas, right, that come to this planet, no matter what condition they in, Some of them here to tear this shit up. And yes, get shot and everything and roll back out and come right back within probably 13 days. It don't take long. If you cremate me, I'll be right back if you know how to do it. Y'all think it's a joke, don't you? You think this life thing is a joke? How you think? Don't you wonder how do these kids shoot up corners and everybody and don't even have a remorse of think they're not like me, right? I would have to think first. Let's take road rage for instance. I'm on the road a lot and I see a lot of monkeys driving, literally. and they and I be feeling like and you know what I mean? But I gotta think. I got a career, a family. I I can't be confined, you know, especially if you know what's it like. You have had the experience. I have to think. And these people, they have thought already. You see, you take people, your worst drug dealers and people, criminals, Google it, research it. They go to jail, and most of the time they're going to beat the case. They be back out within 10 years. Then they get locked back up, get 2 more bodies while in jail. Like, that shit is a career for them. You don't think they don't sit back in the cell and be like, hold up, let me stop killing niggas. I think, you know what, I done killed my last person. I ain't killing nobody else. No. I was watching one joint. This guy, he beat the guards up. Like, yo, I had to say, as a psychologist and a philosopher, amongst any and a bunch of other things, this is a soul that is in here with its intention, to its true intention. I don't fear this. That nigga say I don't fear no goddamn electric chair. If I make it there, you make it. He make it where he get a stay of order and just spend the rest of his life in the prison and or escape. They got so many. They have so many. You know how you got dreams? They got dreams too and visions. If the buck don't stop, you know what I mean? It's a life journey, and you have your own, and you're too busy trying to comprehend other people's, and then you can't. You got to stick to your own. What they say in the song: "Don't go chasing waterfall. Stick to the rivers that you used to." You see? So if we only could realize that each of these children coming through the planet is a healer and whatever else they here to do, all right? And to advance humanity, if it is but encouraged, you have to encourage it. Now I ain't gonna say you encourage, get out here and you encourage kids to kill. Okay? Remember, it's always about coming from one degree to another. And how do we know this? For the simple fact, when you study every ideology or everyone's right, or every guru, minister, whether it's sage, pastors, doctrine, all of it will bear witness that there must be some form of piousness. Check. Moving from one degree to another. Whether you Christian, you trying to get up out of hell. You want to save yourself from the hellfire, right? If you Muslim, you want to die not, except in the state of tranquility, bliss, peace, and harmony. If you ancient Ethiopian or West African or ancient whatever, Timurian, you want to die not with the heart weighing in heavier than the feather. So no matter if you Buddha, if you a Buddha follower, a Buddhanarian, right? You eat and you just keep eating a lot of cupcakes and donuts. But all you talking about is love. Oh, I love Pepsi, but it's no good for you. I love the company who make it. That's Buddha concept. He was to that doctrine. It's about remaining in tranquility, right? Maybe you may want to go to the Sufism, right? Taoism. They want to rid themselves of the desires. Huh? There's an ancient proverb that states that fool satisfies their desire, a wise person eliminates them. Okay? So no matter what it is, people, it's always about moving from one level to another. I always say that, first of all, if you come here to have a human experience as you say you do, then make sure you have it, make it beautiful. Live it well. See? So that way, when you set up for your next incarnation, you'll have something beautiful. I call it a ley line to return back to. You see? The length of your destiny is at the length of your own hands. Huh? So when you try to force a child into a mold that was passed down from our grandparents and old generations, then we do the child a disservice and we do society a disservice. And that's why it's in the wrench condition that you see today. Now, there's a beautiful and bright side too, but I'm talking and speaking for the voiceless, the ones who hurt. And people, the bigger picture of it all is just that, the picture. And the picture is developed inside your mind. As you think it, so shall it be. If you don't like your conditions, you can change it. We must first change it first within our minds, within self. All right? That's where it all begins. So we want to make sure that we're doing yourself and not the world doing me. Okay? And you definitely want to be sure that you're spending time without radio, phone, TV, total silence. Try it. Some people find it most comfortable while being on the toilet and relieving themselves. So try it then. Don't sit on the toilet with a newspaper, the Playboy magazine, the sports, the car, the Enquirer, the cell phone, the laptop, whatever. Just go in there and cut the lights off. You know how you like to cut the light on in the bathroom? But you need the light on to take a dump. If you did, try it without the light. It even feels like it's a more better process. Like you do, because the body picks up that senses them photons from the light, yo. So when you cut that off, same thing with a shower. Take a shower, not a bath, but a shower. Bath works too, but shower, because the water run and as it hits you, it's acting as a massage, because it's when you get your body tuned and eased and comfort and relaxed to a degree. Don't fall in the bathtub, because it can happen if you do it. If you ain't stink, because it's an out of body experience. You can make, and the water will actually run down the 33 vertebrates and puncturing the certain spots that may be. And I learned this from, I used to go to chiropractor, and they would take this little device and it just on the back, and I'm talking, and he said it's like 300 pounds of pressure though. And what it's doing is, I forget what it's moving, but it's like when the nut, So, yeah, it's for what it's worth. You can take it or flush it down the toilet, people. I'm here just to help you think. That's my only purpose of doing my videos. I'm already paid. I'm not monetized. Nope. Some people might think I am. Not at all. Okay. Facebook, they throw advertisements up. So they're going to do what they want anyway. Right? Especially if you got something to say. I notice how they put different type of commercials on each individual's video or an post. So you got to stay aware of what's going on. All right. And make sure that you being yourself, y'all. Take care of yourself and doing it on and with a purpose. Must be aware of the abyss. Otherwise, its beasts will devour you. Yeah? If you pass by me in haste, in other words, if you let this message, these videos that I drop, get by your first eye with a minimum of concern, oh, watch out for the beast. I think in the story when I was a kid, it was the big bad wolf. Your cosmic age has placed them there in you as enemies of knowledge. Behold the first beast, the crooked back, the bony head, the scrawny body. His skin is all of dullest blue. Your fair, a creative spiritual being, begot the monster in your will. Knowledge, bravery alone will overcome it. See? I'm the one that got it. I'm the one that got it. I'm gonna set these cells on fire. Let's get higher. I'm gonna set that brain cell on fire. Let's get higher. I'm gonna set them brain cells on fire. Let's get higher. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Gotta go right now.